I'm not a big fan of waivers, and it's because waivers can always be withdrawn at any time. So there isn't any certainty. So if you want certainty, if you represent a trustee, and when I represent a trustee, my goal is to provide protection, accuracy, and certainty, because we don't want dangling liabilities. 3 years is an awful long time to be liable for something that you did. And being a trustee is just a really tough job. There's an old proverb that says you must be wise as a serpent and innocent as a dove. And add on there that you also have to be a Boy Scout, Mother Teresa, and have the patience of Job. And then you have the job of a trustee. And oh, by the way, we really don't think you should get paid much for doing that, because really you're just being kind and helping the family, right? So I'm not a big fan of waivers. And I have seen situations where beneficiaries have waived an account. Everything is smooth. The clients, they don't want to incur the cost of an account. They don't want to incur the cost of a court proceeding to approve the account. We obtain waivers. And guess what? The brother who is 54 years old and never held a job in his life blows through his entire inheritance in a year because he's never had to manage money before. And now he's starting to think about all the bad things his brother did when he served as trustee and was managing the trust. And gosh, he certainly would have had a lot more money if brother had just sold that house for more or had timed the sale of the stock better. And he starts thinking about maybe, he needs to pursue brother who is serving as trustee, and withdraws that waiver, demands an account, and the next thing you have is a petition for breach of fiduciary duty, for surcharge and sanction, and all the fun things that go along with that. So to the extent that your clients will agree, I would highly encourage that you either, informally present an accounting to start the statute running, or, preferably, and if you're dealing with large estates, we always recommend a court-approved accounting, because your liability is so much more limited. So, compelling an account and report, moving along. So we have another checklist, as you will see. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. We have another checklist on compelling an account and report. In order to compel an account, specific requirements must be met. It's important, whether you represent the trustee or the beneficiary, to be aware of those requirements. Because if you're representing the trustee, you may use these requirements as a manner of objecting to the petition to compel. If you're representing the beneficiary, you want to make sure you get it right and you do everything in the proper order, in the proper time, and put your client in the very best position possible. So Probate Code Section 17200 permits a trust beneficiary to petition the court for an order compelling the trustee to account or report information. And the code doesn't distinguish between current and remainder beneficiaries. Section 17200 doesn't. So as such, any trust beneficiary, including a remainder beneficiary, has standing to petition the court under Section 17200 to compel an account. And although only current trust beneficiaries are owed a duty to account, trustee may nevertheless be compelled to account to a remainder beneficiary. So this could also be problematic, because let's say you have a specific devise or a specific gift in a trust, and that gift's been satisfied. Well, technically the person is a trustee or a beneficiary, correct? So they would have standing under Section 17200 to compel an account. But if their gift has been satisfied, they no longer have a dog in the fight. And that is something we often advise our trustees to do quickly, particularly when there's absolutely no issue as to the solvency of the estate. Make those specific gifts early, and then you don't have to continue to deal with those beneficiaries.